everyone, welcome and thank you for joining me here in the Muy Bueno Cocina. I'm so excited to have you with me live on the Muy Bueno Cookbook Facebook page. I'm so honored. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Yvette Marquez and I'm the food blogger behind MuyBuenoCookbook.com, and I'm here with my friend C&H Sugar, and I'm going to show you how to make some dessert tamales. They're filled with mango and brown sugar, and that brown sugar gives it a delicious nutty and caramel flavor. I love this time of year. It's tamales. 'Tis the season for tamales. Are you ready to make some tamales with me? Let's get started. I've already made the masa, and this masa is actually made with masa harina, and this is what it looks like. You can find the packages in your Hispanic aisle in your grocery store. You can also buy it online. So it's in ground form. And in this, to make this masa, I will share the recipe below in the comment section, and it's on dominosugar.com. And in this masa, what gives it the liquid is mango nectar. So not only are you gonna have mangoes in your filling, but it's also the flavoring in the masa. So it's super delicious. And what I love about these sweet tamales is that they're not overly sweet. They're delicious, they're super flavorful and perfect for dessert for Christmas Day. So now that we have our masa ready, like I said, it's flavored with mango nectar, also has brown sugar, some ground cinnamon, some baking powder. It's very simple to make. So I've already pre-soaked my corn husks, and you always want to soak your corn husks because that's what's actually going to make them pliable, and you're going to be able to wrap your tamales. So here is your masa, and you want it like the consistency of a peanut butter. That's a perfect consistency. And you want to spread this on. I remember my grandma would always say that she didn't like tamales to have a lot of masa, but in this case it's a little different because this masa, think of it as a batter more like your cake dough. So that's what's really going to give the flavoring to this entire tamal. So you want to really give it a nice generous coating, and from here you want to use fresh mangoes. I've already cut and diced my mangoes here. And if you're not sure how to cut and dice mangoes, I have a YouTube video on my YouTube channel, and I show you how simple it is. And if you are looking for a shortcut, I'm sure you can also use some frozen mangoes if you can't find mangoes in season at your time. So all you do is you add your mango filling. Look how perfect and easy that is. And then you wrap your little tamal like a little Christmas present. And you wrap it both sides, and then you flip this over. And that's all it takes to make a beautiful tamal. Can get a little strip of some corn husk here. And this is a great idea if you're gonna make multiple fillings of tamales. This is just a way to differentiate the different types of tamales you have. You can tie your little ribbons around your sweet tamales and have your savory ones without the ribbon. Look how cute. It's like a little special present all wrapped up. So that's how simple it is to make these tamales. But the fun part about this is that it doesn't end here. There's an amazing topping that goes on these tamales. So follow me, we're going to the stove. I'm gonna bring the mangoes because we're actually gonna cook these up. So I'm going to start by turning on our flame. And as I mentioned, later I will be sure to add in our recipe. If we weren't able to put it on earlier, it's going to have the exact measurement. So we start off with some butter. And as I mentioned, this is a sweet tamal. So we're also going to have that sweet flavor with the topping. But it's not overly sweet, it's super delicious. And here we have some light brown sugar. And the brown sugar sold in my area is C&H, but if you can't find C&H, look for Domino sugar. It's the same company, they just sell it in different brands in different locations. Now we're going to add just a little pinch of cinnamon. And then the liquid is this magic potion. It's orange liqueur. And don't be afraid of not being able to serve this to kids. That alcohol is going to cook, but it gives it a really delicious flavor adding in that orange liqueur. You can also substitute it just with some fresh orange juice or bottled orange juice. So you just want to combine this until everything is mixed and that sugar is broken up. And do you know what gives brown sugar the color? It's actually molasses. And so brown sugar in general has a nutty and caramel flavor, but for a deeper, richer flavor, make sure to use dark brown sugar. So I'm sure you've noticed in recipes out there that sometimes it asks for light and sometimes it asks for dark. So it all depends on the recipe. For this one, I would recommend the lighter brown sugar. And to this, we're gonna add our fresh mango. And this is about 2 mangoes that have been diced. And I wish you guys could smell this. It smells super delicious. And you're gonna want to cook this for about 5 minutes just to really tenderize those mangoes. What is your guys' favorite tamales? I'd love to hear it. Do you like sweet? Do you like savory? What are your traditions for Christmas? Do you guys make tamales? I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to be able to answer any questions that we have going on as we're making these yummy tamales. My grandma used to make raisin-filled tamales, and I love that these remind me of it, but they're actually simpler to make, and the mango just kind of adds a little tropical flavor. So I love that. I love to be able to have just a little summer feel during the winter. We'll let this cook down and reduce a bit. Like I said, you want to let it cook for about 5 minutes, but we'll let this probably not cook as long. But here I have my tamales. I've already started steaming these, so I have these already made. And I wanted to share a couple of tips when you're making tamales at home. Isn't this steamer, first of all, super cute? It's perfect for about 1 to 2 dozen of tamales. Look at how beautiful they look. So I have a penny here. This is always my little fun tip that I share. You want to add a penny at the bottom of your water base. And what happens is once your water starts running low, that penny is going to start jingling, and that's a sign that it's time to add more water. You don't ever want to run out of water because the steam is what cooks the tamales. If you just have your flame on and no water, those tamales are going to end up burning. So you don't want that to happen. So let me check on this topping here. And those mangoes are starting to soften up. And that looks delicious. I would love to hear from you guys. Be sure to chime in and let me know what you all like. I'm going to get a plate over here. And the way to know that a tamal is ready is it's gonna fall off the husk pretty quickly. So these are very hot, as you can see. And I'm gonna open one up. Look how beautiful that is. It's very hot. But look, you could see the brown sugar, you could see the ground cinnamon, and inside is fresh mango, so it's cooked nice and beautiful. And like I said, this has a little bit extra masa than you would probably for a savory tamal, but that dough, that masa, is what really gives this tamal an amazing, delicious flavor. And I love that it's not too sweet, but you're gonna have those winter and summer flavors all in one tamal. So I think this is about ready. When you're making this at home, I would definitely let it cook a little longer, just enough for your mangoes to soften and for that to get nice and caramelized. But since we're live here, I don't want you to wait too long. Oh, it smells delicious. And so you want to serve these just with the mango, and you want to definitely have some of that delicious syrup on there. Doesn't that look yummy? And again, this recipe can be found on dominosugar.com. I'll definitely put a link. And if you are inspired to make any tamales at home, whether it's sweet or savory, please tag me. Please share those photos with me at Muy Bueno Cooking to tag me, and be sure to tag at CH Sugar. And we'd love to see your creations. So let's go over here and I'll show you how you want to serve these tamales if you're making these for the holidays. So here you have your tamal. And if you want to add just another dimension of flavor, you can serve it with some lime wedges and just drizzle on a bit of lime juice onto that tamal. Yum, I hear your tummy's growling. I'm gonna get a fork and taste this. So what kind of tamales are you guys making this holiday season? I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Look at how tender this masa is. And that's what you always want with, you don't want a dense tamal. This is nice, fluffy, and it's gonna be delicious, I'm sure. It's like a mango cake. It's so moist, so sweet, but not overly sweet, because you still have a little bit of that tang from the mangoes and the little tang definitely of the lime juice. I love the combination with the drizzling of the lime juice. So what are your questions? Do you guys have any questions out there? I'm gonna check my phone, see if you guys have any questions. I have, thank you, Karen. She's saying she loves the apron. It was a last minute thing. I got it at a local place at the Latino Cultural Center, and they're handmade. They're beautiful aprons. I'd highly recommend go getting one. You might get one for Christmas, girl. This is Paul, and he says, it sounds great. And then Brenda says, great tip. So I'm guessing that was a penny tip. And Dave, back from lunch and suddenly hungry. And Bill, looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Maggie, for tuning in. She loves the mandi, and she said great tips. So thank you guys. Please share, continue to share this video. And not only am I making these tamales this holiday season, but Sunday, I want you guys to tune in. I'm hosting a huge tamalada with friends and family, and this year it's gonna be extra special because I am doing a Friendsgiving tamalada. So I'm asking all my friends and family who are coming to donate to No Kid Hungry. So it's a super special cause that I'm excited to support, and I hope that you tune in. It's gonna be Sunday at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm gonna share behind the scenes of what it takes to host a tamalada. I'm gonna show you all the fillings that we make, the masa that we make, all the decor, all the people, and you get to see it all in action. So I can't wait for you guys to tune into that. So I hope you're inspired to make tamales, and I want you all to have a Feliz Navidad, to enjoy the holiday season, stay safe, eat a lot, have fun with friends and family, and just enjoy those around you. So have a great day, and hope to see you guys Sunday at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Adios.